Hello, I'm historian Richard Offen, and today we've come to the Old Mill Theatre, which is one of the many historic features of South Perth. The Old Mill Theatre started life in 1899 as a Mechanics' Institute hall in the newly created suburb of South Perth. It was intended as a place to educate the working classes and bring entertainment and culture to the masses. The hall was designed by Henry Proctor, and finance for the project came from James Charles, who was a local businessman and entrepreneur, who was incidentally the first person to run a ferry from South Perth to Perth. The hall was opened in August of 1899 by Sir John Forrest, and the West Australian reported that there was a concert by a local amateur orchestra and also a comedy to oblige Benson. As well as concerts, the hall had a library, a billiards parlour, and from early on, the offices of South Perth Road Board. In May 1902, the inaugural meeting of the newly formed South Perth Municipal Council was also held in the hall. In 1904, the council requested that the billiard hall be closed on council meeting nights. They said that the noise from the hall was disrupting their meetings. Needless to say, that went down like a lead balloon with the patrons and the board of management, who twice refused the council's request. As a result, the council built a new building next door and moved in a year later. After that, the hall became a schoolroom, first for Miss Burnett's school, and then for Miss Trixie Potter's school, near Mara. That continued in the hall until 1912. Then it closed down. After that, the council purchased the hall, renamed it Men Street Hall, but still leased it out to school parties. After World War II, the newly formed South Perth Dramatic Club held a public presentation of one-act plays in the hall. They continued to share the premises with a number of different community groups and eventually requested that the hall be converted into a theatre. To be or not to be? That is the question. Well, actually, it's not the question. The question is what happened to this theatre next. The city of South Perth has invested a lot in raked seating, proper dressing rooms, and in 1983 there was a serious fire in the building which required a lot of renovation afterwards. By the 1990s, the theatre was in great shape and it was used for the television series Ship to Shore. The Old Mill Theatre is an absolute gem. Come and check it out for yourself. There are lots of productions on throughout the year, musicals, plays, community events. It's absolutely superb.